Hey everybody, Matt here with Halloween Daily News, and I just attended the Home Depot's 2024 Virtual Halloween Showcase. This is an annual event for media and influencers where the Home Depot previews their entire 2024 lineup of new Halloween animatronics and other products. And I can confidently say that this year, the Home Depot has outdone themselves yet again. It was an awesome presentation, as it always is every year, as the Home Depot continues to really be a leader and true innovator in the Halloween industry, especially when it comes to the animatronics market, which they really revolutionized with the release of the original 12-foot skeleton, affectionately known now by everyone as Skelly. That was 5 years ago, believe it or not. And even though they had announced 1 year ago that last year would be the final year Skelly would be available, due no doubt to popular demand, Skelly is back for 2024 with some significant upgrades and a new friend. And that is just the very tip of the iceberg. There is so much more coming, like Frankenstein, Chucky, a vampire animatronic that really harkens back to Nosferatu, a headless horseman. Tons and tons more exciting releases. But the big headline that you're all going to want to take note of right now is the drop date and time. Because these new 2024 Halloween items will become available to purchase online at homedepot.com starting on Thursday, July 18th. Now, what time is it going to start, a lot of you ask? Well, the Home Depot answered that. They said that as early as 3 to 4 a.m., you are probably going to start seeing some of these animatronics and other items online on the website. But you may not be able to purchase them right away. So don't freak out and don't lose even more sleep unnecessarily than I know you're already going to be losing trying to get up in time to snag your favorites. The time that they are estimating where you will be able to purchase and the time that Home Depot is suggesting you should set your alarms and be ready for is between 5 and 6 a.m. Eastern Time on July 18th. So that's really about 5:30 a.m. is really when they expect these new products to begin to be available for purchase online at homedepot.com. So that's when you want to be up and paying attention, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Thursday, July 18th. And we will have direct product affiliate links as available in the description of this video, and we will be updating those links as necessary throughout the day as well. So be sure to click on those so that you can find what you're looking for really easily. Now, as far as in stores, these releases will be appearing physically in your local Home Depot stores by Labor Day. That's right, before Labor Day. Not starting Labor Day, but we were told they are going to be in stores by Labor Day 2024. So starting in August, you're going to start seeing these animatronics popping up in your stores. And by Labor Day, you should all be able to find them in your Home Depot stores. So July 18th, 5 a.m. Eastern Time is the online drop, and then in stores by Labor Day. Now, we're going to dig in and break down some of the highlights of what we saw during today's presentation. And what you're going to be looking at is some official high-res photos as well as some official demo video, all of which has been provided to us at Halloween Daily News by the Home Depot. And we do have full permission to share this info and footage with you guys today. We are very excited to share all of this. So let's get into it, and we're going to kick it off with this year's newest addition to the 12-footer club. This is the Home Depot's brand new for 2024 levitating Reaper animatronic. He is the latest addition to the Home Depot's 12-foot lineup, which they pioneered with the original release of the ultra-popular, unkillable 12-foot skeleton, affectionately, of course, known now as Skelly. That was 5 years ago, and now we have the new 12-foot levitating Reaper animatronic. And as you'll see, he uses a similar technology to last year's hovering witch animatronic, whereas her broomstick was actually the pole that supported her. His giant scythe is actually his pole that supports him, and you'll see that he is just kind of hovering above there. He glows ominously. He has a great voice, awesome sculpt, of course rated for outdoor use. Check him out.
This Halloween, he will reap what he sows. Hovering high above the ground, the 12-foot animated levitating Reaper surveys his earthly hunting ground, seeking fresh souls and bringing death from above.
You are merely ants in my game of death and destruction.
Enormous hands clutch an even bigger scythe and staff, while tattered black robes conceal this grim ghoul. Against the dark of night, this floating phantom emanates an array of colors. Let them cycle with time, or select your scare with the hue most horrifying. Catch his ageless, lifeless eye, and the 12-foot animated hovering Reaper will tell you your fate. His head and jaw coming to life with realistic motion as he speaks.
You may attempt to flee, but the darkness shall swallow you whole.
This fright night, it's not the chill autumn air that cuts deepest. The 12-foot animated levitating Reaper.
He will be available both in stores and online, and priced at a pretty reasonable, I'd say, $299. And he's back, the one that started it all. The original 12-foot skeleton Skelly is back for 2024. He's got a few available upgrades as well, including a limited edition servo motor powered Skelly with a moving head, which is going to be available in limited supply a little bit later on this year. We also have a new scary head Skelly that you can swap out your current head for a scarier version. That's going to be available for $80 for just the head. And there are new Skelly light kits, including an eye set with 8 different digital eye settings, priced this year at $299. But this year, Skelly is not alone. He has brought along his best friend. That's right, this is Skelly's friend, a 7-foot dog skeleton in scale for the 12-foot Skelly. And he's priced at $199.
The 7-foot Skelly's dog. Measuring 7 feet in length, this petrifying pooch is starving right down to the bone. In fact, it's nothing but bones. From the teeth of its posable jaw to the tip of its positionable tail. Go to greet this massive mutt, and its realistic life eyes start to blink, changing color and shape, swirling, spinning, burning, bulging, and exploding inside its sizable skull.
This one is named Knight Doulahan. That's what they're calling him. They say he is inspired by Irish folklore, but as you can see, he is, for all intents and purposes, one wicked, headless horseman, and he's carrying his own skull head in his right hand. He's got all kinds of movement, lights, and that horse stands a towering 8.5 feet tall, priced at $379.
Lost, are we? Saddle up with Ireland's own nogginless nightmare. The 8.5-foot Knight Doulahan. In the crow-black night, His red LED eyes smolder like two hot coals. His menacing mouth and exposed chest radiate with rage. Rearing in excitement, this massive mare has glowing red eyes that give a ghoulish glow. Be the unfortunate one who captures their attention, and the two come alive. The horse's head moves up and down as its rider's arm swings wide. Head in hand, the horseman's jaw begins to move as he delivers one of 6 thrilling threats.
I'll give you a running start. I do enjoy the chase and earning my trophies. Time's up. Here I come.
If you're looking for a Halloween ride or die, you found it. The 8.5-foot Knight Dullahan.
I absolutely love this guy. I cannot wait to see him in person. This is absolutely one of my favorites from the Home Depot for 2024. Officially licensed from Universal Pictures classic 1931 film Frankenstein, starring the legendary Boris Karloff. This is the Home Depot's new for 2024 Frankenstein's monster animatronic. He stands a life-size 7 feet tall, and every detail has been taken from the monster's appearance in that classic 1931 film. The scars, the hair, the bolts, every single detail, they went to painstaking efforts to try to recreate as he appears in the classic film. I love that aspect of it, that it is an officially licensed Universal Frankenstein monster, and I just love the overall look of this. I mean, Frankenstein, the monster, has become an iconic symbol of the Halloween holiday over the decades, and rightfully so. And I'd say this is the best looking Frankenstein monster animatronic I've ever seen. You guys tell me if you've seen a better looking one. As you'll see, his head has super quick servo motors, allowing for very lifelike, amazingly realistic movement of his eyes and mouth. He is priced at $279.
It's alive! But will you be so lucky? Better keep your distance from the 7-foot animated Frankenstein's monster. This not-so-gentle giant has broken out of the doctor's lab, and he's hell-bent on terrorizing the town one stiff step at a time.
Look out! Tie him up, quickly!
Under the glow of the moon, his frightening face radiates with blue LED light. Catch his blinking, motion-activated eyes, and the chase is on! His arms moving up and down, reaching for the nearest bone to break. From big bolts to even bigger boots, this living legend looms larger than life in a navy blue suit. It's a sight to behold, one that puts the mad back into mad science. And if he gets a grip on you, it may just be your last. The 7-foot animated Frankenstein's monster.
Also officially licensed from Universal Pictures, this is the 3.5-foot Chucky animatronic. And wait till you see him in action. Amazing use of the servo motors in the face. Also, the Home Depot pointed out during their presentation that on this Chucky animatronic in particular, as well as the Frankenstein animatronic, it's some very realistic TPE technology that they use to create this new skin. It all looks amazing. He is priced at $199, and I think this very well could be the best looking, most screen accurate Chucky product ever put on the market. You guys tell me what you think.
Go ahead and shoot. I'll be back. I always come back.
Some scares stay with you for years. Everything else is just child's play. As they say, you just can't keep a good guy down. Friends, meet Chucky.
I have had it. That's it. There is a limit to how much I can take.
Standing 3.5 feet tall, this freckled relic of the 1980s is everyone's best friend and worst enemy. He may look innocent enough in his striped shirt and overalls, but play at your own risk. The 3.5-foot animated Chucky is motion sensor activated. His head and body start to move, and watch this blue-eyed brat come to life. Just like in the movies, watch in horror as the dead-eyed doll wakes and begins to move, blink, and speak.
As a doll, I'm infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up.
But the 3.5-foot animated Chucky doll isn't toying around.
I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I dig it!
This Halloween, there's a new kid on the block.
Behold a brand new 7-foot Victorian vampire. That's what the Home Depot is calling this guy, a Victorian vampire. He's very old school. I feel the Nosferatu influence from the original 1920s classic silent film Nosferatu, regarded by many as the first vampire film, the first unofficial adaptation of Dracula, and many people consider it the very first horror film. Nosferatu, of course, getting a remake this Christmas, coincidentally, so timing couldn't be better here. This is not a licensed creation. This is one of the Home Depot's own creations, but I love him. I think he looks super wicked. I think the sculpt looks great. He sounds great. And a vampire, just like the Headless Horseman, another classic, iconic, symbolic character that immediately evokes the Halloween holiday. And he is priced at a very reasonable $199.
Nosferatu.
Enter the lair of the 7-foot animated Victorian vampire. Arisen after more than 100 years in repose, the silver screen's most famous fanged fright has returned. With an appetite. His long, hungry teeth show the yellow of age, and his skin wrinkled and ravaged by countless nights, without so much as a bite or a drop to eat. And his hands are ready to claw for more crower and clots. Under bushy gray brows, his ancient eyes glow a brilliant gold, searching, yearning to taste the essence of youth incarnate.
Life shall fade into pallid shade as I sup upon your blood.
Welcome to your last meal, but you won't be the one eating. The 7-foot animated Victorian vampire.
Everyone's at least a little scared to go see the doctor, but this one brings a special kind of fear. This is the 7-foot Plague Doctor, priced at $199.
There is evil here. I will rid you of it!
But perhaps the good doctor isn't all that good after all.
This lavender in my mask is barely covering your stench. Bring me the leeches!
The 7-foot animated LED Plague Doctor.
There's never any shortage of creepy clowns every Halloween, and this is the Home Depot's latest addition to the Carnival theme. This is the 7.5-foot Trickster Trio, priced also at $199.
It's the perfect night for some devious pranks.
Indeed!
You do well to steer clear of the 7.5-foot animated trickster trio. These terrifying triplets have one thing in mind, and it isn't minding their own business. Their LED eyes glow a bright yellow, green, and red. The top terror is covered in sinister stripes, while the middle menace wears a punchy purple and gold, and the anchor antic is adorned in black and red. Be sure to watch your head as they goad you closer, swinging their heavy hammer, jaws open and closing with realistic motion.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Hush! Enough jokes!
Philip. Philip who? Fill up my bag with candy.
Display each fearsome fool separately for a carnival of coverage, or stack them up high, one on top of the other, for maximum madness. However you handle this handful, you'd better give them what they want, or they'll make sure your Fright Night is an absolute smash!
Trick or treat!
The 7.5-foot animated trickster trio.
Another one for the haunted carnival. This one is called Carnival Carl, and he stands 7.5 feet tall, priced at $199.
Step right up. You look strong. Why don't you come take a shot? If you lose, I'll just put you in place of the bell. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Which one of you will become my next foe? Ha!
The 8.5-foot animated Carnival Carl.
And let's not forget about the witches. It is the season of the witch after all. This is the new 7-foot spell-casting witch animatronic, and she is priced at just $99.
Now you come over here. I'm sure you taste much better when you're afraid. I'll be more than happy to help you find your way.
And this one is also priced at just $99. This is the 6-foot LED marionette witch.
Say, you look like you know some magic. Want to help a little old lady like me out? Just say this little old incantation and we'll be switching bodies in no time.
Now, we don't have official video provided for all of these, but this one here, they call him the Fear Valley Wolf, and he stands 5.5 feet tall, and as you can see, he has been through some damage, and we did get to see him in action during the presentation, and he is very impressive, very lifelike, awesome servo motors used in this one, servo motors used in many of this year's releases, in fact, and it really lends well to his facial movements. When you do see him in action, you'll see that this wolf, he has amazing lifelike eyes, ears, and tail movement when he starts getting upset or excited. And he is priced at $199. And there are quite a lot of nautically themed animatronics and props on the market this year for Halloween 2024. I don't know what it is, something in the water, I guess, so to speak. But this is the Home Depot's entry. He is a classic pirate that the Home Depot has named Captain Cuts. And Captain Cuts stands at 7 feet tall, priced at $249. And we've got a couple sequels of sorts, or companion pieces, I guess you might say, like this 6.5-foot Soul Slasher. He is made to pair up with the Sitter of Souls animatronic that was first released in 2023, and she's also back this year. So both of them are back for 2024, and both priced at just $99. And remember that absolutely epic 13-foot tall Jack Skellington animatronic released in 2023? Well, good news, because he's back for 2024, and this time he brought his trusty pal Zero with him. Check this out. This is a new 3-foot high floating animated Zero, officially licensed, of course, from the classic The Nightmare Before Christmas. And he is priced at just $99. And that's not even everything that's available. We don't even have time to cover every single item right here. There's going to be lots more, and we will be doing some follow-up reports. I'll be back with a ranking of some of my personal favorites from the Home Depot this year, and this guy, this Frankenstein, is definitely among them. I think he looks totally amazing. Very excited for this release and so many of these. Once again, I think the Home Depot just completely killed it this year, and I love hearing about all of their innovations and how they keep pushing the industry and upgrading the quality of these animatronics, especially. Okay, give us your thoughts in the comments below on everything you've seen here. Which of these releases are you most excited for? What are you staying up all night on Wednesday night so that you can hopefully snag when they become available online on Thursday morning, July 18th? We want to hear from you down in the comments below. Give us your thoughts there. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed what you saw here. Think about becoming a channel member. It's just $5 a month, and you get all kinds of killer perks. You can learn about that in the appropriate tab. And of course, be sure to subscribe to the Halloween Daily News YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our ongoing coverage of all things Halloween 2024 and beyond. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.